This is not advice. I'm not your advisor. We're back. Let's do it. I need help with taxes after turning my life around. Very good. Okay, so to be 100% honest and transparent, you didn't file the last 2 years. You don't know what to do. I don't even need to read the rest. You can still file. You've been trying to turn your life around. Good for you. You don't really remember the last 3 years. Okay. You're sober and looking to turn things around. Can I go to jail because of this? I mean, so at first I'd say take a deep breath. If it's really likely that as long as you're working a W-2 job, you probably just didn't get the refund that you were owed. You probably let the government keep some of your money. That's the most likely thing. They don't mind if you let them do that. If you were a 1099 employee, or if you had other things happen where you needed to pay the money, most people don't go to jail for tax fraud, but it's certainly possible, so you want to get it rectified. But you just need to file the old returns, just like you would have then. Most W-2s are available online. You can ask the old employer for them. I think they're required in most places to keep the records for at least 3 years. So you should be able to get them. You should be able to file. It should be pretty easy. You might even get some money back. Yeah, good luck. We got one. My entire tax return, you mean refund, was eaten up by unpaid unemployment taxes. What can you do? You're excited to see that you'd be receiving a $5,000. Well, you did see it on your tax return, but it was a refund. You logged into Where's My Refund, find that your refund's been applied to a past due IRS obligation. I'm sorry, that sucks. When you called the IRS, they told you it was because you had some missing information from your 2017 return. You didn't report that you'd earned unemployment in 2017. You did earn unemployment in 2017. This seems really strange. You've been unemployed 2 other times and you haven't missed information. Well, I mean, do you have a copy of the return? Can you just take a look at it and see if you underpaid or didn't report it where it needed to be reported? I'm confused why this would be so difficult. I didn't show the rest. There's a little more. Anything you do to make it less of it? Well, I mean, it sounds like you had the unemployment income and you didn't report it. That's how it sounds. I don't know exactly how that would flow through to your tax return, but if there was $5,000 or $6,000 that you owed because of it, it kind of passes the smell test. But you could check the return or have a professional check the return. I don't know what else you can do. Sounds like most likely you owe the money. Ooh, I owe $80,000 in federal taxes because of Uber RSUs. Yikes. Here's the info. You no longer work at Uber, but last year you had $630,000 worth of RSUs vest. For those of you who don't know, I'll take a drink first. For those of you who don't know, unless you file an 83B election, when things vest, you owe taxes on them. Usually for big companies like Uber, it's pretty risky to file that kind of election. Yada, yada, yada. Whoa, wait, I just looked it up. You can't file an 83B for RSUs, only for restricted stock. I take it all back. All right, so anyway, doesn't matter. $630,000 of ordinary income tax. It's going to be a lot. At the time of vesting, brokerage automatically sold shares to cover taxes. Yes, very normal. A huge mistake you made was not paying attention to the withholding rate. Yeah, it's usually around 20. When W-2 came in from Uber, Turns out that $138,000 was sold. 22%. Okay, that makes sense. Of course, because you had $630,000 worth of Uber shares, pushing the highest tax bracket. Yeah, you would be paying a lot of taxes. You believe this is the reason why you owe so much. Last year, stock went down to 29, so you sold all the shares. You get to report a big capital loss, but your understanding of tax laws, you can only deduct $3,000 against ordinary income. Yes, that's correct. You used the money to buy a house. If you planned better, you would have saved the money to pay the tax bill. Yes. What options, if any, are there? The only hope was to use capital losses. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. A repayment plan with the IRS. Yeah, I mean, I would probably get a professional's opinion. It's probably worth it just for the peace of mind. But if you're comfortable doing it, you can probably contact the IRS yourself. Yeah, that's the risk of holding the stock for even a day after it vests. The opposite could have happened. It could have gone up. Yeah, no, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't really see any options for you other than trying to figure it out. Assuming you're at a job that pays pretty well still, $80,000 tax bill is not nothing, but a lot bigger problems. Maybe you could take out a home equity line of credit or something like that, end up at about the same spot you would have been in. That's tricky. Good luck figuring it out.